Hey everybody, Falcon Genie here, and what can I talk about this time? Let's see. Let's just say everybody, why there's turmoil on the internet? Why there's so many scammers and shysters on the internet? You know what's the reason why the internet is such a hellscape? I'm just like, you know why the internet is such a hellscape? Because of fake influencers displaying their wealth and all that stuff. It's because they're missing something and they'll never get it. Especially seeing on the internet, everyone, from what I've noticed, these so called influencers flaunting their wealth, showing them how they're doing well, thinking they'll get respect. But in reality, they're becoming a target for bad people. And I mean, they are literally becoming a target for bad people to go after them, attracting criminals to them. They're attracting criminals to them, and they could end up getting their wealth, attracting criminals to them, and they could end up getting stolen, their wealth stolen, extorted, or worse, even kidnapped. They could end up getting their wealth stolen, extorted, or even kidnapped. Why is that, everyone? Because rich people, they're very insecure about stuff. They're not rich people, but these so-called influencers, I like to call them. These so-called influencers. These so-called influencers. These so-called influencers, everyone. How they basically try to, like, not only scam, but anyways, why do these so-called influencers are trying to scam people? Because they're missing something. And why is that they're missing something? Because they are missing something. And I'm going to get to that in a second. What is the thing they're missing? Community, love, and all that. Anyways, this is why you need to look poor but still get an income, because nobody this is why you need to look poor but still get an income, because nobody should have to see their wealth, because it creates resentment with their audience. If targeted, they could lose everything. These so-called influencers that display their wealth, they could end up losing everything. They could end up losing everything. Why? Because they're being arrogant too much. They're setting themselves up to become a target. Why? Because they're creating resentment in their audience, and their audience could do something stupid to them. That's why you got to be careful who you hang around with, everyone. You got to be extremely careful who you hang around with. You got to be extremely careful who you hang around with, and and make sure they have no malicious intentions, because the people who hang around with reflect who you are. Like the old saying goes, everybody. Like the old saying goes, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Like the old saying goes, everybody, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Because that's the majority of everyone is basically trying to do. Not do, but that's the majority of the audience, with the whole, not audience, but there's an old saying for that, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Exactly. Show me your friends and I will show you your future. Like the old saying goes, everybody. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And why is that, everyone? Because you know why these so-called because these influencers, when they display their wealth, they're actually alienating their audience. These so-called influencers, they're actually alienating their audience, and that's what creates resentment in their audience. That's why it creates resentment. Because you're basically alienating your audience when you try to flaunt your wealth that does this stuff. And a good example would be people like Jack Doherty. And you know what he did. You know what people like Jack Doherty always does. Display their wealth and not care about other people's concerns and safety. Not people care about their concerns and safety. You know what happens to those people, everyone. You know what happens to them. People who display their wealth, they're potentially setting themselves up to be, well, they're potentially setting themselves up to be, well, they're setting themselves up to be extorted. They're actually putting their lives in danger. Those people, these people who basically try to, they're basically setting themselves up to attract really bad people into their circle. I know this because I see it all the time, especially on YouTube. Not just YouTube, but pretty much any other website, including Instagram, that does this, basically. That's because a good example of people who does this kind of stuff and does not care about other people's safety and concern would be like Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty, everyone, people like Jack Doherty, they honestly simply do not care, because people like Jack Doherty and his scams, even though he's a scammer, he'll never get anywhere in life. He will never get anywhere in life. Everything he worked hard for, he will lose everything he worked hard for, because he kept screwing a lot of people over. He kept screwing a lot of people over, and he does not care about the people around him. You saw the accident, everyone. I'm just saying. You saw the accident. You saw the accident, everyone. Jack Doherty, when he crashed his McLaren, crashed his McLaren at the highway. You saw that. That's why these people, they're going to lose everything they worked hard for. And all these people who display their wealth, let me check. That's why, everyone, all these people that display their wealth on social media, these people that display their wealth on social media, everyone, they're very insecure. These people are extremely insecure. All these people that flaunt their wealth on social media, they're very insecure people. They basically are saying to themselves that if they flaunt their wealth on social media, they'll get love and respect, right? They think they'll get love and respect by flaunting their wealth, showing how successful they are. When in reality, by showing their success, but in reality, you know what they'll get? All they'll get is nothing but disrespect, theft, and extortion. All they'll get is nothing but disrespect, theft, and extortion. That's what they're going to be met with on social media, everyone. That's where these so-called social media influencers, that's where they're going to get theft, disrespect, and extortion. Because that's what happens to arrogant people, everyone. Arrogant people in real life. Theft and extortion. What they'll get is nothing but theft and extortion. That's what happens to attention whores. You don't want to look rich but be poor, everyone. You don't want to. This is the life of these so-called fake rich people. This is the life of them. This is the life of these so-called fake rich people, everyone. This is their life. Anyways, you know what you can do? You know, if you don't want to end up being in this situation, here's what I have to say, everyone. Excuse me. If you want success, everybody, no amount of success or how-to videos no amount of success or courses or how-to videos is going to teach you about money. It's all about how you spend your time It's all about how you spend your time around. It's all about how you spend your time. It's all about how you spend your time with. It's all about how you spend your time and how you deal with your time. That's what it boils down to, everyone. It's all about how you spend your time. What do you do on social media? It's all about how you deal with your. It's all about how you spend your time on social media and people you hang around with and associate. And associate. That's the number one key important thing, everyone, is to be careful who you associate with. You got to be careful who you associate with, everyone. And I got to say this final thing, everybody. If you're in bad company, maybe it's time to cut them off and start your own journey of wealth building. Because if bad company is what's stopping you from your true success, it's time to cut them off. I'm just saying, everybody, it's time to cut those people off, everyone. If bad company is what's stopping you, because majority of the time, the reason why people are not successful, it's the people they hang around with. Bad company, people who they hang around with. And you know what I say to that? Maybe it's time to cut those people off. That's what I say, everybody. Maybe it's time to cut those people off and start your own journey of wealth building. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Just don't look fake. Don't chase after money. Don't chase after women, because that's a horrible idea, and you could actually be setting yourself in a lot of trouble when you try to chase after women and money. Don't chase after it. Just enjoy your time, enjoy your life. Who cares what other people have to say? And even if your resources are limited, make use of those limited resources and make yourself and try to improve your quality of life with those limited resources, everyone. And that's that. And that's pretty much that, everybody. If you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please, everybody, share this video, like, comment, subscribe. And as always, everybody, fight this degenerate agenda.